And welcome to another episode of SLC Punkcast Live and Wired, a segment of this show where entirely in video format, me and Dustin promote upcoming live events and talk about the ones that we have attended. And I usually talk about mine in the little segment that I have dubbed Tales from the Pit. Now, I don't have any Tales from the Pit this week. I'm sorry. I didn't make it to any shows just this last week, but I will be attending three shows for sure this next week. So I'll have plenty of Tales from the Pit to regale you with. But we do have one thing here. We have this updated logo. Check this out. Tales from the Pit. This lovely piece of artwork was done by my friend and roommate and I guess you could say business partner, Nikki Bradham. She is a very talented artist, and I mean, as you can see, and she is very easy to work with, and she will create most anything within reason as long as it's in her style. But if you want some artwork done like this, then hit her up. She fucking kicks ass. She fucking kicks ass. Anyway, that's the Tales from the Pit logo. You'll be seeing a lot more of that. Thank you, Nikki. Once again, Nikki Bradham. If you need some artwork done, hit her up. She'd be happy to do it. Excuse me. You'll be seeing a lot more of the Pit Keeper. You'll be seeing a lot more of him in the upcoming weeks. So stay tuned. But as for the shows that are coming up, on March 28th, tonight, you may be a little too late for this one, but The Never Don'ts, Burning Avenues, Atypical Heroes, and TK Vanderbilt gonna be playing at Loathing Clothing at cost $10 and starts at 7 p.m. And The Never Don'ts, this is their first show. That's my friend Conrad. His band, he's from the band Mandalore, and this is his more ska-core project that has been in the works for a little bit. He showed me the demos a few months ago when we were traveling through the American Southwest from Houston to Salt Lake, saying, "Hey, this is my new band. I'm excited to see them." So I'm gonna be there. I'm definitely gonna be there. On the 29th, there are a few different shows happening, just a few. First, we got Movements, Citizen, Scowl, and Downward playing at the Complex. That, after all the fees and such are accounted for, it's $56.26 exactly to get in. Then if you're paying at the door, it's probably just an even 50. I don't know. I don't know how it works really with the fees and everything anymore, but that's starting at 6:30 p.m. On the other side of the complex, the bands Make Them Suffer, Like Moths to Flames, Windmaker, and Aviana will be playing with, they'll be playing with all those bands. All those bands will be playing together on the other stage of the complex. I wager to say that this is going to be on the smaller side because it's less expensive. It's $37.31 all in, and that starts at 6 p.m. Then over at Poser Palace, My House, Acidia, Skullfuck, Screwed, and Subterranean will all be playing. That is a $5 show. $5, you can't fucking beat that. And that starts at 6 p.m. I will definitely be there. I'll catch as many of the bands as I can. I definitely want to see Skullfuck and Acidia, because Skullfuck, they're my homies. I love you, Will. You've been fucking kicking ass the whole time you've been doing Skullfuck. The whole time you've been doing Skullfuck, ever since before you became a fucking slam band and were, I don't know, a little misadventurous, we'll say. But all the respect, stoked to fucking have you guys play. And finally, on the 29th, Sleep Cult and Give Me Gold and Cudney will be playing up at Black Lung Society. That's if you want to make the travel up there. It would be worth it because Cudney is an awesome band, awesome folks. I don't know of the guys in the other bands. Well, Sleep Cult I know is a good band. I just don't know the people. And Give Me Gold, I don't know either of the folks. I haven't listened to their music, and I have no gold to give them. Anyway, that's $12 if you pay in advance, $15 if you pay at the door. It's starting at 7 p.m. Then on the 30th, there is a Sunday matinee show with the Miss Smiths. The Miss Smiths. I assume that is just a band covering the hit songs from Misfits and the Smiths, but I don't know. I haven't done my research. Sorry. But if you want to find out, well, check out this show. Also playing will be DTA, Don't Trust Anybody, and Mary Mother of Bear. That's going to be over at the Beehive, and that is, once again, matinee show starting at 3 p.m. Anyway, also on the 30th, this is where I'm going to be. This is where I'm going to be. I'm going to be seeing Emil and the Sniffers with Sheer Mag at the Complex. I have not seen Emil and the Sniffers yet, but I love those guys. They put out such awesome music. Especially last year's album, Cartoon Darkness, one of my favorite albums that came out last year. I got nothing but good things to say about them, and I'm sure that I'm going to have even better things to say about them after I see them perform. I hear that they are a fucking blast. I've seen their videos on the socials, how they perform and everything. They look to be a lot of fun, so I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. So if you guys want to make it out to that, that's going to be at the Complex. It's going to be starting at 7 p.m. and it's about $50 to get in. $50, $50, 50 denarios. Anyway, moving on the 1st, Pagan New Year, or April Fool's Day, I guess. The bands Pure Stink, Dysponia, 6 Foot Gap, Baghead, and RAGM, Rag'em. They're going to be playing up at Black Lung Society. That starts at 7 p.m. and is $12. Just a mere $12. However, for a few dollars more, you can be seeing Persecutor and Stench Descent over at Aces High. That is a $15 show, like I said, a few dollars more. And we'll be starting at 8 p.m. Then on the 2nd, DRI is once again playing Aces High. This is their 3rd time in a row playing Aces. Well, not exactly in a row, because they played Aces once in 2022, I want to say. And then the second time, then afterwards, they tried to play an Aces, but the show was booked for Necrot that day. So they played up at Kamikazes in Ogden. Then they came back just last year, played at Aces, and now they're coming again this year, playing at Aces. Anyway, joining them will be Scattered Guts and my boys in Acid Hologram. I'm so excited for them, opening up for DRI. That's a nice little feather in the old cap. Anyway, that's $25 if you pay in advance, $30 at the door, starts at 8 p.m. And it pains me to say that I will not be there. I will not be there. I'm sorry, Acid Hologram. I love you guys. I would love to support you that night. But that night, I will be elsewhere. I will be at a show that is not going to happen again. DRI, I've seen them 5 times. I love them. I'll see them 5 more times. I think they put on an awesome show. I love that band. I love their music. They're great. But another band that I really love is coming to Salt Lake for the last time on the tour, so titled, The Refused Are Fucking Dead. Yeah, this is Refused final tour of the United States. And I can't fucking miss this one. I've seen Refused twice. Both times at Punk Rock Bowling, and they are a fucking blast. If you've seen them, you know what I'm talking about. They just put on such an amazing performance. Their singer, Dennis, just is got so much bravado and so much of he's just got such a huge personality on stage. And he is uncensored as all hell. He is unfiltered. He will say exactly what he means. I make the joke, I went to a political rally and a Refused show broke out. Yeah, he gets really into it. And why not? That's punk. That's punk as fuck. Punk is about politics, whether you like it or not. And we don't. We don't like politics, but we like punk. And punk talking about politics just as much as we hate them, yeah. Nice to know that someone's on our side. So anyway, Refused Are Fucking Dead tour, and they're playing with Quicksand. Quicksand I have never seen. I haven't listened to much Quicksand, but they are a rather innovative band. Definitely in the time when they were formed in it was like the early 90s, coming on the cusp of post-hardcore, getting really experimental and jazzy, and just a lot of just a lot of weird intricacies that were just pushing the boundaries of what hardcore music could be considered as. So Quicksand will be an interesting band to see live. And my boys in Villain are opening up for him. So Villain, I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Acid Hologram, you're my friends. I love you guys. But can I just drag you away from DRI and you just open up for the Refused as well? I don't think that'll happen. It shouldn't happen. No, go do your thing with DRI. I'm going to be doing my thing with Refused and Quicksand and Villain, my favorite local hardcore band still to this day. It's just good. It's just going to be a good show all around, even if it is in the middle of the fucking week. I am excited for it. I am absolutely excited. If you haven't got your ticket yet, if you really want to see Refused, fucking sell your body, sell some drugs, sell some toenails, whatever you got to do, get your ass down to this show. Oh God, the price is just a shade under $60. It's like $57.25, and it starts at 8 p.m. But get there early because the Union is notorious for starting their shows early. As soon as I clock out that day, I am like, okay, zip, straight to the Union, getting right in the line, and I'm not moving. I am not moving. Fuck that. All right. So, okay. After that, we have another show on the 5th. Coffin Cats are coming back to Salt Lake. They were here a couple of years ago. You know, it's just some fun psychobilly for you guys. And my friends in The Adjusters are opening up for them. Some ripping street punk playing for some psychobilly band. Pretty neat. That's pretty neat. That's going to be a cool show. And Cougar Gold will be joining them. That's going to be at Aces High. It's a $25 for the pre-sale, but $30 day of, starting at 8 p.m. And finally, on the 6th, this is where we're going to cut it off because there's only too many shows you can memorize, right? Anyway, but on the 6th, there's this benefit show for Ridos de Colores Fest #2. That's going to feature Mad Chick Magnets, Mindlock, Vape Plug, and Crocodile Hunter. I love the way that's spelled. Crocodile Hunter. Maybe that's spelled the way that the Aussies pronounce it. Crocodile Hunter. Crocodile Hunter. Crocky. Yeah, that's going to be at Salt Fire Brewing, and it's starting at 4 p.m. It's an early show. And bring what you can. It is donation-based, so yeah, just bring anything, any of your pocket change, a couple of bucks here. That'll grant you access to this show. Anyway, those are all the shows that are coming up. Once again, I've been Eric, and I am excited to go into this next week with all these shows that are planned. Oh boy, I'm going to be a wreck, but it's going to be a good time nonetheless. So thank you for joining me on this episode of SLC Punkcast Live and Wired. And now I'm going to leave you with Dustin. He's going to tell you about some of the more nationwide tours that are happening. Stick around. I'll see you next week, folks.
Thank you, Eric. And as per usual, in no particular order, let's go around the world. We're going to kick off with the Agnostic Front, Murphy's Law, Violent Way, what's left of their tour. They did unfortunately have to miss Salt Lake and Denver due to weather, but they're still out and about. Today, March 28th, they're in Austin, Texas. They'll be in Dallas on the 29th, Corpus Christi on the 30th, Memphis, Tennessee on the 31st. Dunbar, West Virginia on the 1st, then 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, all in order. Virginia Beach, DC, Philly, Jersey City, and Amityville, New York, wrapping it up. Those Texas shows, you get to see Liberty and Justice as well, so go check out those bands. I'm jealous of those who got to, since they did Omaha, Lawrence, and then had to cancel on us. Next up, Authority Zero's got a spring tour with Venomous Pinks and Sack. Some shows with one, some shows with the other. On the 3rd, they're in Flagstaff. On the 4th, Lake Havasu, Riverside. On the 5th, they'll be in Salt Lake. On the 10th, Denver on the 11th. Hopefully weather doesn't cause them to cancel. Casper on the 12th. And then on April 13th, they'll be in Colorado Springs. Then there's Ultra Fest, March 28th through 30th. So this weekend, this will be in Rochester, New York. Love it. You see All the sponsors there on the bottom. It's $30 per day, $50 for the weekend, $60 for a VIP pass, which includes a free t-shirt. If you're going to be there the whole weekend, you should just get that VIP pass and get yourself a t-shirt. But if you go on individual days, on Friday, you get to see Ronnie Stone, Child of Night, Rotten, Spooky Visions, B&W Cat, B&W Cake. I don't know what that is, if that's all one thing. And then a couple DJs. Then on Saturday, Who Killed Spiky Jacket, Stripper Cult, Discount Vodka, The Parasitics, Moose Knuckle, The War Lovers. Man, that is a loaded lineup there on Saturday. And then Sunday, Quit, Leaking Head, Anti-Citizen, Brainwash, Victim, and The Rogues. Next up, Friday, March 28th, Pie Shop, DC in Washington, DC. You'll get to see Supreme Commander, Mortal Ground, Calloused, Ingest, Execute. It's an all-ages show, $15. It starts at 8, so get yourself there this weekend. Bring out the all-ages. Get that next generation going. Stay Out are doing a Tariff tour on March 28th. They'll be in Livermore, on Portland. They'll be in Portland on the 1st, Tacoma 3rd, Seattle 4th, Vancouver on the 5th. That's Vancouver in Canada. Richmond on the 11th, Sacramento on the 12th, 19th, and 20th, and they got some May shows. You can see all of those on the flyer. We'll probably hang on to this and announce as it gets closer to some of those May shows as well. Then Punk Spring, and this is in Japan, in Osaka on Saturday the 29th. You're going to see Bad Religion, Sex Pistols featuring Frank Carter, Yellow Card, Pennywise, and then you'll get to see in Tokyo, Iggy Pop, Bad Religion, Sex Pistols with Frank Carter, Yellow Card, Pennywise. Some loaded lineups there, so if you're going to be in Osaka or Tokyo, you know where you need to be at the Punk Spring 2025. Our pals at Bones 8 Arfa are doing some shows. We're going to hop forward onto this flyer a little bit. It looks like today they're in Brighton. It's probably happening as I'm doing this, or maybe if you see this almost as soon as I post it, you might be able to make that Brighton show on time. Bristol on the 30th, April 3rd, they'll be in Margate at Justine's. And then, as you can tell, April 12th, Homegrown Fest. They'll be doing BBC Introducing Live Lounge on April 17th. They got April 18th, bunch of April shows, and again, we'll probably hang on to this flyer and let you know where, but you can see it here, and you can go follow Bones_8_Arfa on Instagram and keep up yourself. Next, Alternate Action on Friday, April 11th. They'll be playing with The Buzzers, who are doing their EP release. That is officially on April 11th on Longshot Music. They'll be doing more releases from Longshot, but The Buzzers and Alternate Action both will be playing with Rumpel and DJ Sickens, spinning all glam bangers. Excellent. That will be at Anza Club. There's the address at the bottom, 3 West 8th Avenue. Doors at 8, $20 cash at the door. It's 19 and older, and that is in Vancouver, BC. Next, Musicburg, featuring our pals in City Saints and our pals in Aggressive. Killer stuff there. This will be on April 12th. 7:30 are the doors, and this is in, I think that's Germany, Aarberg in Germany. So make sure you get out there, check that out. You can go to City Saints or Aggressive to get more details on that as it gets a little closer. Conservative Military Image, they're going to be doing a bit of a tour coming up this weekend, and we'll talk more about Rodeo in Nashville, but that's Saturday the 29th. They'll be March 31st on Monday. They'll be in Evansville, Indiana on the 1st, Columbus, Ohio, the 2nd, Akron, the 3rd, Pittsburgh, Niagara Falls on the 4th, Ontario side, it looks like. April 7th, Quebec City. April 8th, Portland, Maine. Dayville, Connecticut on the 9th. Lakewood, New Jersey on the 10th. Providence, Rhode Island on the 12th. And then New York at the Bowery on the 13th. So if you want to see CMI, well, you know where they'll be now. Our pals at Indolent Records just dropped a split from the bands Cemetery Girl and MDOP, and they're doing their split release show, and this is at Freaks Are, I don't know what that says. at the bottom. Metropolis Cycles, maybe that's where this is gonna be. Oh, there it is. Yep, it's at Metropolis Cycles. You get to see also Slut Bomb, Body Farm. It's 5 p.m. It's a loaded lineup. I mean, 15 to 25 bucks. Not a fluff. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Anyway, Lava is on the lineup. Gut Gash, Pork Lippin. I don't know. The Chicago Freak Hardcore. That's the description. That's on March 29th. So make sure you go check that out at Motor City headquarters. Sorry, not that. It's Metropolis Cycles. There you go. So next up, we've got our pals in Out of Order doing a Canadian spring tour. Starting on the 4th, they'll be in Kingston at the Mansion, Toronto at Seascape on the 5th, April 6th in Hamilton. Then it jumps. So a couple weekenders, it looks like. Montreal on the 19th. The next is actually June. So they'll be playing Montreal and Trois Rivières Tavern Royale. Those are all way out in June. So you can see that on the flyer. Next up, that rodeo that I was talking about, the Blood on the Range. It is the 29th, brought to us by Jukebox Booking. This is in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Vinyl Lounge. You get to see Templars, CMI, Concrete Elite, Fear City, Haywire, Sikkim, No Guard, No Friend of Mine, Problem, Rage and Ruin, Uncouth. A lot of killer stuff there. Doors are at 2, music's at 3, so get there early. Right on time design poster, designing that. Really great. Such great headliners, but just great bands top to bottom. So make sure you go check that out. And then finally, I'll throw on this flyer for the 13th at the Bowery in New York for CMI. They'll also be playing with Incendiary Device, Murderer's Row, American Eagle, Faded Line. A lot of really cool stuff, and it's an all ages show. So make sure you check it out. That's what we got for this week on Live and Wired. Tune in next week. Go check out the podcast, SLC Punkcast as well, and we'll catch you on the next one.